Making a stunning debut tonight. Wow. That's something else. Guys,
You're
get
gonna bomb
this energy up, man. This is great. This is a killer room, man. Guys, we have a huge following, amongst chairs.
Yeah.
We're killing these chairs. It's awesome, man. It's awesome. Guys, think about it like this. You could be home and your wife could not be fucking you. Right? Yeah. Just staring at you with discontent. Or staring at someone else with lust. You don't know. You don't know these things. Speaking of lust, this guy is making a special appearance from Rikers Island. Came all the way from Rikers Island to be here tonight. Give it up for Adam Morris, everyone.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, guys? I'm going to do a quick run-through tonight because tomorrow I actually am at the Gotham Comedy Club at 9:30. If anybody is bored, tickets are $12, 2-drink minimum. Don't worry, I'm not a hypocrite. I'll be drunk before and after I get off stage. So, what's going on? I've been told I'm a very rude, crude, and vulgar comic by my mother and my son's mother. So I'll try to tell one clean joke up here. Oprah's been talking about running for president recently, which I think is great. I don't know if we'll all get universal health care, but we'll all probably definitely get a free microwave or a coffee maker. Instead of seeing Kid Rock in the White House, you'll get to see Tom Cruise jumping on the couch. That's enough of that Mr. Rogers shit. If you are a Mr. Rogers fan and that offends you, because I know, the baby boomer crowd, that's probably very sentimental to them. Imagine how I felt when I found out Pee Wee Herman was a pedophile. In the world, the way society is today, it would come out that the love child of Mr. Rogers was Jared the Subway guy. Anyways, I was talking to my son the other day, and he says to me, "Dad, are you gay?" And I said, "What do you mean am I gay? I've had you and, And he was like, "Well, you're 38 and you've never been married." And I went, "Well, I slept with enough married women in my 20s. This generation, I don't know what to think about it. I don't know if it's getting better or worse. I don't know what they're going to talk about in 20 to 50 years from now. It doesn't matter to me. I'll probably be dead by cirrhosis from them. But, I grew up with a lot of cool stories. I had my 2 grandfathers. One of them went to jail for stealing Social Security checks. The other one would do shit in the bar he'd find the most indigent or sorry, sad motherfucker that needed money for booze and bet him $100 they wouldn't need a piece of dog shit. And, then when they did it, he'd go, "Here's the $100. You deserve it." I had another uncle who was a bank robber. I had, my cousin who would do crazy shit when I was a kid. I'm 15. One day we're driving down the street. He rolls down the window. He goes, "Can you hold the wheel for me?" And I said, "Sure." And he just starts shooting up a house. And I'm like, "What the fuck did you do that for?" And he's like, "Oh, that guy was talking shit about me." What are these kids going to talk about? "Oh, remember that time we got in an argument on Xbox about Black Ops?" That's just the way it's going. But back to my son, the other day we get in a debate if glory hole is one word or 2. And I said, "It doesn't really matter. Either way, you're going to have to pay $20. And he said, "No, Dad, I have a Groupon." So, from time to time, you have to go to the doctors once a month because I am actually considered mentally ill. So if anything I ever say offends you, it means you need therapy. If you're in therapy already, it means you need to ask your doctor to up your meds. But, the doctor will say to me, "What's it like being an alcoholic or being in a blackout?" And I said, "Well, when I'm down to my last 2 beers, it feels like I have blue balls. And being in a blackout feels like I've been in the witness protection program for 20 years. And, so she asked me those normal first questions. Are you thinking about hurting yourself, anyone else? Are you hearing voices? Yeah, I get tired of hearing that shit after a while. So finally I was like, "Yeah, Doc, I'm hearing voices." And she says to me, well, are you taking your meds? And I said, no, I miss the company. She'll ask me what my hobbies are. And, I'm like, well, I actually like to do community service. So I get drunk with homeless people. She said, anything else? I said, sure. I go to the courthouse and I watch court cases. I said, Broadway shows were becoming too predictable. I said, I also believe in the Big Brother program. So I smoke weed with the neighborhood kids, drink with them in the park, and, because again, I believe in public service. I actually got a couple open container tickets recently. It's my way of donating to the police in case I forget to send, my check in each year. I think they're great guys. It's also a great way to get to know your community police department. I actually have a therapy dog too, and which is pretty cool. I kind of did it just to piss everybody in my building off because I live in a no dog building. It's a lot of fun having her. I used to take her to the bar with me, but she started drinking too. And that's a joke. If you're from the ASPCA, it's just a fucking joke. She really didn't start drinking at the bar. When I wake up with psychosis from, being on a month bender, it's cool because I just tell her to get all the people that I'm seeing in my head out of the house. I think the only bad thing about actually having her is the only time she actually really wants attention is if I'm on the phone cleaning or masturbating. Yermans, you guys have been great.